Hello everyone, I'm delighted to launch the revised self-assessment tools for agencies. The intention of the self-assessment tool is to further assist agencies with their assessment of information governance maturity levels within their operating environments. The IPC has revised the tools and made changes to enhance them and ensure that they're more responsive, all based on the valuable feedback received from agencies during our review in 2022. We looked at the usefulness and utility of the tools. And with that objective in mind, our aim was to help agencies to elevate, build on, and measure progression and management implementation while allowing targeted assessment of specific information governance aspects and allow them to plan a future where compliance is more readily achieved. The tools can be used by agencies no matter their maturity level and also no matter their size and capability levels. They're designed to assist agencies to identify areas where they want to focus their efforts and to ensure information governance and compliance with the GIPA Act is made easy. Thank you.
The Information and Privacy Commission is pleased to release its updated self-assessment tools. The intention and purpose of the tools is to further assist agencies to assess their information governance maturity levels within their operating environments. In a dynamic privacy landscape, the use of the tools will enable and encourage continued privacy uplift. They can be used by agencies regardless of their maturity level or how large or small the agency is. The tools provide flexibility to allow for targeted assessment and planning and respond to the valuable feedback provided by stakeholders during our review in 2022. I commend the updated self-assessment tools and encourage you to review and use them. Thank you.
Welcome to the IPC Information Governance Self-Assessment Tools video demonstration. In 2019, the Information and Privacy Commission released 2 information governance self-assessment tools available for use by New South Wales government agencies and other parties that have obligations under the New South Wales Information Access and Privacy legislation. The purpose of the tools was to provide a resource to help guide agencies and relevant organisations in identifying their level of understanding and maturity with their privacy and information access responsibilities, and direct users towards relevant resources that can help resolve any identified gaps. In 2022, the IPC undertook a review of the information governance self-assessment tools and received valuable feedback from agencies regarding the needs and requirements of users of the tools. This feedback served to guide the IPC in the development of the revised tools. The revised tools have been designed so that agencies can perform an assessment of their information governance maturity while also tracking their progress in improving their practices. There is a separate tool for both privacy and information access, and each tool is made up of 3 components that work together to assess, track, and plan for governance maturity. These include a maturity matrix document, a survey, and a management document. So how does the tool work? The first document in the tool is the maturity matrix. Before commencing your self-assessment, agencies should familiarise themselves with the maturity matrix to understand what their current level of maturity looks like within their agency. I will now provide you with a demonstration of the maturity matrix. The maturity matrix is a framework that describes the different areas of practice to be assessed. You'll find these areas of practice along the left side of the document. What maturity looks like at each level is explained within the corresponding boxes, and you'll find the maturity levels across the top of the document. Understanding what is required across these various areas is important to plan activities targeted at achieving your desired level of maturity. The next component of the tool is the survey. Agencies should use the survey to collect the data that feeds into the management document. The surveys allow for an assessment of your agency's current maturity level and can be completed by governance officers, privacy officers, information access officers, or released for wider participation. Flexibility of use has been designed into the tool, and as each agency's level of maturity and information governance goals will be different, agencies should decide the best way to achieve an accurate assessment. Whether the surveys are distributed to each division of the agency as standalone units, or whether only certain areas of practice of the survey are used to target a particular audit. I will now provide you with a demonstration of the survey. Instructions on how to use the survey have been included, and you can choose to use the survey as a whole or break it down into the desired areas of practice for a more targeted assessment. For ease of distributing, collecting and reviewing responses, the survey can be uploaded to Microsoft Forms by using the Quick Import function or to other survey tools. Using the Quick Import function, simply drag or upload the survey file. Once uploaded, you can then amend the introduction to suit your agency's requirements. However, sample text has already been included should you wish to use it. You can also, at this stage, remove any areas of practice that you do not require. And to finalise, click Collect Responses. The survey is now ready for distribution. It is highly recommended that surveys be completed regularly in order to track maturity levels over time. The third document is the management document. The management document provides a space for agencies to record their current level of maturity, as well as plan and track activities to improve maturity. The management document contains separate tabs for the instructions, index, maturity matrix summary, and for each area of practice. Smaller organisations, you may want to only manage a single management document, as you can be confident that you can centrally assess maturity for the entire agency. For larger organisations, multiple management documents may be more usefully distributed and managed at a divisional level by business units or any other unit level. This allows for assessment and tracking of maturity to be performed at a more appropriate level suited to your agency. I will now take you through a demonstration of the management document. Once a distribution and management approach has been made, the Index tab allows you to record the details for the responsible business unit or division, and also contains quick links to the various other tabs within the management document. The separate tabs for each area of practice allows agencies to record the results gathered from surveys and benchmark these findings. Each tab supports tracking maturity growth over a desired timescale, planning of actions to improve maturity levels, and a library of resource materials to assist agencies in understanding their obligations and best practice for these areas of practice. Once the assessment of each area of practice has been completed, agencies can make an informed assessment of their current level of maturity, as well as set their target levels. This information feeds into the Maturity Matrix Summary tab, which essentially contains the information from the standalone Maturity Matrix document, which we had introduced to you earlier. The purpose of this tab, though, is to provide a single-page summary of what maturity looks like, allowing agencies to map their maturity levels and use this as a reporting and communication visual. That concludes our demonstration of the revised IPC Information Governance Self-Assessment Tools. The instructions for the use of the tools can be found within the management document. However, if you experience any issues downloading or with the use of the tools, please email the IPC at ipcinfo@ipc.nsw.gov.au or call us on 1800 472 679 and we can assist you further. Thank you.